Hello and welcome to Topical Issues with Casey. We try to look at some topical issues as they were, and this time we're going to consider two of such issues. The first is the now obvious confusion in the federal government as led by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, this confusion was set rolling right from his inaugural speech, where he declared fuel subsidy was gone, even before he took a proper look at the subsidy regime. Now it has been a spiral of confusion, in the system. This confusion has also trailed his recent somersaults in appointment of some of his aides. The last one was, the debacle involving Daniel Boala's appointment. The young man was practically demoted a few hours after resumption of office. Now, the current one is perhaps a record set by a government where an appointee is announced and within record hours on the same day, less than 24 hours, that appointment was cancelled by a release from the same person that had signed the appointment. You can see what other confusion can be greater than this. Let's take a look at the issues here. Now, first, President Tinubu made some fresh appointments into some key MDAs. One of these appointments was that of Yazid Shehu Umar Danfulani as the Executive Secretary of Solid Minerals Development Fund / Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Initiative, popularly known as SMDF. In a release signed by his top aide, Bayo Onanuga, Yazid Shehu Umar Danfulani was given a review with a very positive statement released to back up his appointment. And this was part of the release by Bayo Onanuga. The statement continues to this point, and it added that statement added that his Yazid Shehu Umar Danfulani's extensive experience in banking, computing, and business administration. He once worked at the Central Bank of Nigeria and was also a commissioner for commerce and industry in Zamfara State. The president expressed belief that Danfulani and other appointees' experience and track record will bring a new sense of commitment, progress, and positive outcomes to fulfill Nigeria's expectations of their respective organizations. You can agree with me that this is a statement of belief in one's qualifications and abilities. So the question is, what changed? What happened few hours after this release, confirming and even extolling the qualities of Yazid Shehu Umar Danfulani? What happened? So a few hours later, the shocker came. President Bola Tinubu has cancelled the appointment of Yazid Shehu Umar Danfulani as the Executive Secretary of the Solid Minerals Development Fund / Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Initiative, SMDF / PAGM-I. Now, Danfulani must hold the record of the shortest stint as the chief executive of any organization in Nigeria. Even before he had drank a glass of wine in celebration of his appointment was cut short right before he blinked twice. And so, any sane mind should ask, what happened? But then you cannot be too confused. You cannot be too surprised, because this has been a government that has always acted even before taking a decision. They act and then go back to take a decision, and then there's a regular somersault. That's what has happened here. And so you look at this. However, hours after the announcement, an update emerged that the president, Tinubu, has approved the renewal of Fatima Umaru Shinkafi's appointment as the executive secretary of SMDF. And the earlier announcement of Yazid Shehu Umar Danfulani's appointment has been cancelled. Now, an updated statement released by Onanuga disclosed that Shinkafi was first appointed to the job by former President Muhammadu Buhari, and is said to be one of the driving forces behind the changes in the solid mineral sector. Now you knew that Fatima Umaru Shinkafi had been doing very well and has been a solid rock and a driving force behind the changes in the solid mineral sector. Why did you make an appointment in her place? This shows a government that is not meticulous, and Nigerians are suffering for it. We are suffering for it. It is a signpost that most of the decisions of this government are taken without due consideration. In fact, they are taken before they think about anything, and they are taking steps are taken, issues are determined without due consideration. And we are suffering it as a country and a people. And so let's see the second shameful release by Bayo Onanuga, who has become the poster boy of faltering, the poster boy of somersaults in this government. Look at his second release, cancelling Shehu Umar Danfulani's appointment. He says, the earlier announcement about the appointment of Yazid Shehu Umar Danfulani as the executive secretary of the SMDF/PAGMI has been cancelled, as there is no vacancy in the agency. And so there was no vacancy in the agency, but you went on to appoint Umar Danfulani to head the agency where there is no vacancy. You see what we're suffering. So the issues are deep-rooted with this government. The issues, the problems are really deep-rooted. We can't just look, you don't just look at this and say it is nothing. It means a lot. These are signs. These are signposts. These are symbols of an unserious government. That is what it is. And we can only pray and hope that this government finds its bearing, because clearly the Nigerian project is being used as a guinea pig, where they do a lot of trials and errors, and then whatever they come up with, at the end of the day, the people are forced to deal with it. The next issue for consideration is Dele Farotimi's great feat recently. Dele Farotimi has made great strides recently, and we would like to take a look at it. And here we have him, Dele Farotimi, who is currently in the eyes of the storm as he's been incarcerated while he awaits his day in court, which has been scheduled on Monday, 10 December 2024. Now, his book, Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. This book was released around June or July 2024, with a little heard about it. But now with Dele Farotimi's situation, which is obviously not palatable, with his obvious intimidation, we cannot say much about the case because it is sub judice. A case in court is not meant to be elaborately discussed. So we're not going to dwell on the case, but we're going to dwell on the feat he has achieved. Because Dele Farotimi means Nigeria and its criminal justice system has overtaken some great books, popular titles around the world, to top Amazon's ranking of bestsellers in politics. So it is no mean feat at all. And this may give a vent to the popular saying that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And so Dele Farotimi rides on the back of his torment to achieve this worldwide. And here we have Dele Farotimi, Nigeria and its criminal justice system, sitting pretty well at the top. Congratulations, one of our own. Now, what makes this feat, this achievement, even more remarkable is the fact that it has overtaken globally renowned books like Bob Woodward's War and Hillary Clinton's Something Lost, Something Gained to top Amazon's bestsellers. We're proud of this achievement. We have no doubt that we have materials in this country, that we have the brains in this country, but these brains are usually suppressed by deliberate misgovernance or by even direct actions to silence the voice of dissent. And so we join the worldwide, the global voices and solidarity in favor of Dele Farotimi to say no to intimidation, to say no to harassment, to say no to the misuse of influence and government agencies and institutions funded by public tax. Good luck, Dele Farotimi, in your case. Yes, at this point, we must really thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate your followership. We say join us once again, as it's going to be a weekly episode. We wish Nigeria the best. We wish the government the best. And we wish Nigerians the best. Stay blessed.